Hey guys, and welcome back to the continuation broadcast between WhiteRa and TLO. And so this is going to be the continuation of the best of 7 series show match, and the map chosen is going to be Steps of War. Both players are ready to go, and so you guys can see this is a live broadcast here at 8:30 in the morning. There I am right there as HD Gamer. I did change my alias. But anyways, WhiteRa is currently up 1 game to TLO. He was able to dominate Germany with very nice side storm play, as well as great Warp Prism harass in the last game. And so I'm interested to see how this second game is going to play out. The map, of course, is Steps of War, an extremely small map. Liquid TLO, the little one, going to be spawning as Teal Terran at the top right. WhiteRa going to be spawning as the red Protoss down at the bottom left-hand corner. And right off the bat, I should mention, because this map is so small and so short, there's a lot of susceptibility to early aggression. In fact, I've seen 2-gate proxy work extremely well against Terran in this battlefield, and if that should occur, if WhiteRa tries to 2-gate proxy TLO, then the only option a Terran player has is to lift off their command center and try to secure the natural, and then use their buildings to wall off from the 2-gate proxy from the outside inwards. And I've seen that happen quite a bit. It's actually really hard to stop on this map as Terran. But besides 2-gate proxy, I feel like Protoss also has another advantage with going Void Rays on this map. Because the internal of the base is so wide and so big, and you can hide your Void Rays, your Stargates, anywhere you please, and you can get that Void Ray to your opponent's base so quickly, I think Void Rays are a very powerful possibility on this map as well, and something that TLO should definitely look out for in game number 2. Looks like we have a first gateway going down. WhiteRa going to be going out with a later probe than usual. Obviously not too concerned about any kind of potential early aggression from the Terran player. And of course, coupled with the fact that this map is so small, he can get that probe into the Terran base relatively quickly. And here we go. The probe going to make its way right past the barracks, probably going to go straight for that SCV. And of course, we're likely to see TLO pull another SCV off the line to deal with this probe. And that's got to be annoying as a Terran player, man. I mean, you're just trying to build your barracks happily, and then along comes a probe to make your day a completely rainy, messy day. And the probe is going to be warded away, going to just scoot along into the main. And of course, we have a relatively early refinery for TLO, so possibly going to be seeing an early factory here, some factory tech, and he's probably going to get some Hellions out, I would imagine. Hellions, of course, pretty good against Protoss players as well. TLO here does have a Marine on the way, gonna get rid of that probe. Oh, the probe is good. No, it's not gonna make it out of there. Just gets to the bottom of the ramp and gets shot down by the Gauss rifle. There is the cybernetics core actually slightly being hidden down in the bottom location. TLO does not see the cybernetics core yet, but I think it's safe to assume he sees the 2 gas. He probably knows that there is a cyber core somewhere around. We do have a factory on the way on that production tab as well. And there we go, WhiteRa, typical WhiteRa, hiding those pylons all amongst his base, getting them all around the perimeter, which of course serves 2 purposes. You can see the outside of the map, and you can see, or you can hide buildings as well. So WhiteRa, of course, playing very well right there, and TLO has seen the cybernetics core now. It'll be interesting to see what he decides to get out of that factory, and there is apparently a unit from World of Warcraft. That guy needs to get back to WoW, because it does not belong here. Yeah, there's actually new critters now that have been added into StarCraft 2, interestingly enough, which I believe if you click on them too much, they can actually blow up, believe it or not. So click on the Ursidon and watch it blow up. TAS here actually lagging away, so I'm going to take this opportunity to drink some of my green tea. I should take this opportunity to point out that on the production tab, we also have a Stargate being warped in, and you guys can see on the minimap that Stargate is actually positioned at the top corner of his base, so very nicely hidden right there. And we are probably going to be seeing WhiteRa go for Void Rays, which he is so good with. In fact, if you're a Terran player and you're playing against any Protoss, Void Rays are scary enough, man. But if you're playing against WhiteRa, oh, that's just like double the fear, double the horror. That's like a nightmare within a nightmare on Elm Street. So for TLO here, he's going to have his work cut out for him, as one of the spectators are going to fully drop out. There we go. Task gonna leave the game, and we do have another barracks being thrown down. A Hellion on the way for TLO. So TLO is gonna try to get some early aggression with that Hellion. The Marines chasing down that Zealot, and TLO right now does not see the Stargate. He is not aware of the Void Rays on the way right now, and the bear just kind of watching the battle unfold before his eyes. He's like, whatever, man, I don't care. Ow, the fire hurts. And the Stalker here actually might get taken out, but no, the Hellion gonna run right by it, and TLO is gonna try to get into the main of the Protoss to see exactly what's going on. He sees the Stargate, and now he's gonna have a shot at killing some of these probes, but the probes reverse the table and take out the Hellion. That's not something you see every day. Probes killing Hellions. That's not supposed to happen, but the probes there did take out the Hellion. But the key here is that TLO has seen the Stargate. He can react accordingly. He can get Marines out of his barracks, and it looks like this Hellion might even get a couple of kills here. It's gonna burn. No probes going down yet. Hellion just weaving in and about amongst the probe line, and it is gonna get one probe kill right there. Excuse me, 3 probe kills. Wow. I guess that last shot was like a triple shot, killing 3 probes for the cost of 1. So nice one right there from TLO. Very nice micro with that Hellion, keeping it alive and getting as many shots off as possible. And another Hellion is on the way for TLO, so he is not giving up, man. He's like, Blitzkrieg, get in there, get in the probe line and kill as many probes as I can. The Hellion is just going to try to burn a couple more. I don't think it's got any kills yet, currently at 0. Is it going to get any of these probes? It's going to be close, but no, going to be pushed away by the Stalker, and the Stalkers are going to take it out. TLO doesn't care anymore about that Hellion. He's seen what he needs to see, and he knows there's a Void Ray on the way right now. The question is, does he have enough Marines to handle it? And I think he does. His stim pack on the way as well, but if the Void Ray gets fully charged up, then those Marines can actually get taken out by a single Void Ray. So it's going to be a close call, I think, but I think right now TLO should be fine. And there goes the Void Ray charging up on the supply depot. Nice move right there from WhiteRa, but he's got to be careful. WhiteRa not paying attention, actually, and he's going to lose his first Void Ray. Oh, that is such a costly mistake. Losing your first Void Ray is so expensive, and that's like your entire build order. Down the toilet, flush down it goes, and you're never going to see that Void Ray again. But what the heck is this? We have a very fast fleet beacon, so possibly could be seeing Void Ray speed. No, we have a mothership on the way for WhiteRa. What the heck is WhiteRa thinking? He's rushing the mothership right now. I've never seen a Protoss player play one base mothership before. This is insane. What is he doing? And I think TLO saw this with his scan, and he realizes that there's a fleet beacon on the ground, so he sees the fleet beacon and he knows now's the time to make an early aggressive move. The Protoss player spending all that resource on the fleet beacon. I can make an attack now and win the game. He does have stim being researched. It is done for those Marines. The Marines running up the ramp, gonna take out these Zealots as they are just running for their lives from the Terran infantry. Nothing stops the heart of the Terran as TLO is just gonna steamroll the Protoss player. The mothership trying to desperately get chrono boosted out, but it's not gonna be out in time as the probes start to fall to the Marine. The squad of Marines, this is like SWAT in a drug house. I don't know how else to say this, but WhiteRa is gonna GG out of the game. Oh my goodness, 1-1 in a very quick and decisive victory for TLO. So I hope hopefully you guys enjoyed that broadcast, and of course, game number 3 coming up next. It is 1 versus 1 currently.